Hello again, traders. Right, it's been ages and ages since I've made a free video, or a video should I say, but this was such a interesting occurrence, if you like. I'd just come back from a walk, I'd got a load of stuff on this chart, and I decided to add Dean's lines to the chart as well. So what I'll do, that's these lines here, here and here. So I'll show you exactly what I've done. So I'll get rid of those lines, and then we'll talk through these blue zones as well on the higher time frame. So if I remember rightly, bring Dean's script up, and then all I have to do is use this funky little tool down here, which remove all the lines. Okay, and they're gone. And then we move up to M15, M5. As you can see, you've got that wedge I talked about. If you follow me on Twitter, I've done a load of trades 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning or before then, and then was continuing to add new stuff as time goes by. So I'll explain these lines. What are these now? Did I do them on M15? Yeah, so these two Rebel Amp 3CR alerts, if you like, or lines, are what this zone is here. I've got 3CR behind this blue thick line, which I mentioned on Twitter. I have got a pair of 3CRs, or a bunch of 3CRs through here. That's what that zone is. This was the high roughly here that I knew if I was going to go long, sorry about that, alerts going all over the place. If I was going to go long, I wanted to be above that that line chart level there, roughly around here. So now you can, on the line chart, it's easy to see the 3CRs as well. So basically, I'm always watching divergence, and as you can see, there's divergence there. That low made a lower low, but it failed to make a lower low on the TMA. I mentioned this about divergence, and importantly, if the RSI does what I call double divergence, then we are really looking for, in this instance, a long. So weakness to the selling is what this is telling me. So oh my god, why does this keep doing this? Oh, it's 3CR alerts. Apologies. So anyway, this is what we've got going on here. So we've got a zone of 3CRs there and there for the blue box there. This is an old, this little blue box is the old one around this period here. This is a new relevant box. It's telling me that the sellers had pushed price down from this area. So in other words, if I was considering going long, I wanted to be above the selling level. You know, the sellers have weakened off, we've tested them, and it's time to buy again. And this is how I view these areas. There's another 3CR hiding under there. Let's see what 5 minutes shows me. I will get to the point in a moment, but basically I've been for a walk. I'm trading gold almost entirely now, exclusively should I say, and really doing well out of it. 8, 9, 10 trades a day now, winning trades as well. Very rarely get losers, because you know, I'm just making my plans, I'm watching the divergence, I'm watching the momentum, I'm watching the time of the hour, of the 4 hour, the 30 minute, the 15 minute, and so on and so forth, constantly. All of these things, all of these balls in the air, as it were. But it isn't complicated. That's all you've got to worry about. You know, time of the 4 hour, time of the hour, time of the 30 minute, time of the 15 minute. Use the 1 minute and 5 minute for your precision entries, and obviously you've got divergence, momentum, and the various busy times of day as well, like H4 closes and so on and so forth. So I'm always watching, and you can see my zone's clearer now. Put the bars back on. I'm always watching, you know, I can clearly see this is a downtrend, and I can clearly see in order for me to continue up, I've got to break these sellers here, and so on and so forth. And vice versa, I was quite as happy to look for short trades. This is bias. That price, when I was considering going long, you know, reassessing my charts as it were, this is bias. That price had dropped through, but in my opinion this is a massive downtrend by comparison to what that is up. That's just a small 3 swing uptrend at that point with a final swing there. This is a proper downtrend, so that's just a pullback with a potential drop off to the sell side. So there's my 3CR, that's the levels I was talking about. It failed to close below there. So that's all that information that I'm showing you or talking about on here. Oh, there's still some of, oh no, that's the higher time frame 3CR. I'm loving that as well. This tells me it's on the 60-minute chart, so that's a 60-minute three candle reversal level from Aaron's indicator. So now, if I go to the 1 minute, zoom out a little bit. Sorry, it's going to be slow because we've got so much on here. I'm not sure what affects price most. But so if I now go back onto Dean's scripts, what I've done is created a bunch of pre-existing set files. So what you do, you change all the formulas here and set it for true and false and so on and so forth. Then you save it as a set file. And you can call it what you like over there, and then when you want to load them fast, you load them fast. So we'll go back and I'll load, and I want my monthly open, high, low, close. So I've set one up 400 months, 400 bars. How many years is that? God, 15? No, 30. Nearly 40 years. Open, closes, highs and lows. I mean, don't ask me how I come up with these names for them, but if I load that now, they're all on the chart. 400 monthly bars, if I've got that data in my this particular broker's data feed, as it were. And then we do the same for the weeklies. And I didn't bother with the dailies actually, because you can put too many of these on. Load, weekly open, high, lows and close, 300 of those. You know, that's just for my, so I will never have to change this. You know, this is what I've calculated from looking at the charts I need on my charts. Okay, and we will have all the weekly levels in there. So as you can see, this gap, this was the trade I took with the RSI momentum, perfect TMA slope trigger, RSI trigger too, and on the charts as well. And boom, up it went. Didn't even look back. So I wasn't particularly worried about a close through this pink monthly level. 2012, my goodness. Because I don't really bother with, you know, this is it. I was about to say that on the tweet, but I didn't have time. I don't delete any lines or anything. I don't analyse it. You don't have to. Look how that's tested that, tested that, tested that, tested that. What is that? There are 2 weekly lines because they're dashed. 2022. So they're recent. So that's the point I was trying to make really. If you've got your gaps and you've got recent stuff and old stuff working still, then there is a reason for that, you know. So and always be careful, like if you're going to target that was the old 3CR level, that was my manual level on there. See how important that was as well, you know, and that zone up there as well. So the point I'm trying to make with this particular video is that we're teaching ourselves the importance of the most recent levels. You know, this is the 3CRs, this is the 3CR zones, buy zones, sell zones. You know, it may seem obvious to some, and it may seem perhaps like I'm overcomplicating things, but that gap there, nothing could be simpler. There was nothing else between there. for me. All these 1 minute 3CR levels, but they're just, you know, you've got to create this internal. This is the algos at work here. You know, you've got to create these internals, but the main ones are where price will go to when you've got clear air. That's my view anyway. And as a last note on this particular video is, you know, everything I do and everything we do as price action traders using the 3CR and momentum, the RSI momentum, is we are teaching ourselves. You know, I can't teach you to trade. I can teach you to use the tools that I use and use them why I use them, but I cannot teach you. No one can teach you to trade, in my opinion. So there you go. That was a lovely 10 pip trade there after spread and such like. Yeah, easy 10 pips. Didn't look back. I mean, it was very, very satisfying actually to see it go like that. But there you go. Gaps are everywhere, you know. But you can't just hit this short and expect it to go there. You've got to have all the other stuff that agrees, you know. And that's what you're spending your time studying charts doing. Okay, before I mess this one up and don't end up posting it, I'm going to put it online now for you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.